The talk has been, look, I know we locked you down. I know we crushed your jobs. I know we destroyed your businesses and careers, but we would like some grace for that. And what I said is, okay, I'm gonna hear you. Let me ask you a question. Are you saying that you should have never done that? That you had no right to do that and you would never do it again? And the answer is, no, we just didn't know enough. If you are telling me you should have never done it, you've learned your lesson, it is wrong, I will never do it again, I'm open to grace. But if your answer is, if we knew better, then we have the right to destroy your businesses and to crush your children's education, then no grace. What we should learn from this is not whether or not the science was right or wrong. What we should learn from this is government should never dictate how we live our lives, ever. I hope you understand that in the future, it's not about the thing, it's always about the mandate. Thank you.
I just want to read something to you. And I'm reading it because I want to make sure I follow it accurately. Whereas recognition of the inherent dignity and of the equal and inalienable rights of all members of the human family is the foundation of freedom, justice, and peace in the world. Whereas disregard and contempt for human rights have resulted in barbarous acts which have outraged the conscience of mankind and the advent of a world in which human beings shall enjoy freedom of speech and belief and freedom from fear and want has been proclaimed as the highest aspiration of the common people. The highest aspiration. Whereas it is essential, if a man is not to be compelled to have recourse as a last resort to rebellion against tyranny and oppression, that human rights should be protected by the rule of law. It is the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. And by virtue of the fact that you are a legislator, you are supposed to be making sure that our rights are protected under the laws that you pass.
Have you read the bill that they want to bring forward into law that specifically says that infants can provide informed consent for complex medical procedures? That's why you're here today, and that's why all of your family members should be here today. And I think that every single employee that lost their job from COVID vaccine coercion should get their job back. You have to raise your hand if you support science. One last thing I want to say. Do you support science? Okay. There is no credible science that supports the myth of universal vaccine safety.
Today is a very important day as we go back to session, and today is State of the State, as we all know. And we want to send a very strong message that government should not have a say in our decision to make our healthcare decisions. But how many of you were frontline workers? How many? All of you wrongfully terminated because of the vaccine mandates. And now we are hearing that there is a shortage of teachers, there is a shortage of nurses, there's a shortage of firefighters, there's a shortage of policemen, and so many more. So why not fill those gaps by bringing you guys back on the job? Government don't run our lives. We're not in a dictatorship. This is not a communist country. This is not a socialist country. This is democracy. And we are here to fight for our freedoms and as parents. Thank you. God bless you. God bless America.
Thank you so much for tuning into No Soundbites Allowed today. I'm the political dragon, Michael Voss, and I hope you've enjoyed this conversation as much as I did. Remember, on this podcast, we don't settle for sound bites. We dive deeper, challenge assumptions, and have the conversations that matter. If you liked today's show, don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave us your comments. Your support helps us reach more people and continue to bring you the hard-hitting discussions you won't hear anywhere else. Follow me on the major social media platforms like X, Twitter, YouTube, Rumble, and more to stay updated on upcoming episodes and join the conversation live on our next live stream. We love hearing from you, and we value every perspective. We stream live, responding to your chats and calls, starting at 2:30 p.m. every Sunday. Until next time, this is Michael Voss, and you've been listening to No Soundbites Allowed. Stay informed, stay engaged, and as always, don't settle for the sound bites.